been stupid silence. You've been standing right there all along, even though it's been unspoken so long. I'm only waiting for...
It is currently Sunday the 5th of June and the preparations for my secret project officially started last Sunday, so I am currently a week in. So this is going to be a very short intro as well as a rundown of my last week and a brief, not detailed explanation of what I'm doing, because that is going to be a surprise, although this whole thing is going to be a surprise because you actually won't see this until after I've done the event. So, quick intro. For the next several weeks I am going to be working on a secret mission. This is something I've done before. It's a thing I've achieved, but the stakes are a lot higher, therefore it is a hell of a lot scarier. It is running related, so I am going to be training and nobody knows anything about what it is I'm doing other than me. There's a slight catch in the sense that Chris and I will be crossing paths, so it's going to be a little bit harder to keep secret on the actual day itself. And it is going to be one of the hardest things I have done in my whole running career. Maybe later on down the line I'll tell you what it is. But how's the first week gone? Well, it officially started on Sunday. Monday and Tuesday didn't happen, but I did manage to get some running done the rest of the week and the plan has started to pick up, which is quite good as there is quite a lot I need to be able to get through in order to actually achieve this goal. So yeah, as I say, I've done it before. It's not new by any means. It's just the stakes are a hell of a lot higher on this one and I'll be keeping it a secret. So watch this space, there'll be lots more to come. And yeah, every week I will do a short weekly update on how I'm doing, and I will throw in any spur of the moment videos as well. And then this will go out as one big video the day of or the day after the event I've done. But you will be able to see the event I've done if you follow me on Strava. So yeah, and if you don't follow me on Strava and you haven't seen what I've done, then go and follow me now and I'll like put it up here or somewhere. Then you'll have seen what I've done, because it will have already happened by the time you see this, because this is coming out at the end of October. Now we're in June. There's really not that long left. So yeah, thanks for watching. It is Sunday morning. I'm headed out for a run and I thought I would do a short check-in, as it's been a few weeks. So here's a short check-in for my secret mission. So my training hasn't been going great at all, actually. We've had a couple of weeks but I've had a couple of weeks where things just really haven't gone to plan. I went through quite a big incident and ended up taking a week off, and then we ended up having a holiday, and I didn't do a great lot of long distance running. I still did do some running and I did a lot of fitness classes, so I still did a lot of training in that week. But yeah, the last few weeks haven't been great. The training hasn't been great. So I'm not overall impressed with my progress so far. I still have got plenty of time. I've still got about 3 months until the actual event happens. But the actual size of the event means I really need to get my ass into gear. So yeah, so that's where I am with that at the moment. Not in the place I thought I was going to be. So, welcome welcome to the third check-in of the secret mission vlog. I don't know if I've told you what the secret mission is yet. I mean, you won't find out till after the event anyway. I'm running the Abingdon Marathon. I'm terrified of running the Abingdon Marathon. It's going to hurt. There's a cut-off for 5 hours. I have to cover a marathon distance in 5 hours. It's pegged as one of the flattest... There. I'm partway through a training run and my brain's gone. It's pegged as one of the flattest and fastest. So, yeah. For some reason, when it popped up in my emails, my brain went, yeah, let's do that. I'm now regretting that decision, but I cannot pull out. This is the second time I've signed up for it, actually. The first time I cancelled it because I hadn't done a lot of training and I was injured. So, check-in 3. I'm on a massive training run for Seriously Brutal. I am severely underprepared for Seriously Brutal. I don't have very long until the marathon training plan. I've tweaked the plan, so I'm now following a proper training plan that I've input the data, so I can manoeuvre it and adjust it as need be and not have the issues I've had with the polar one. However, I'm having to start it on week 3 and I'm starting that for next week, and I'm fairly certain some of the intervals are going to kill me. Where I am at the moment with fitness, not great. I'm not running a consistent run, and quite frankly I'm in a lot of pain. So that's where I am, and I'll check in again, I think in a couple of weeks' time. Bye for now. So we are 10 weeks away from the big event, which means we're a lot closer to Seriously Brutal than I would like. Training is not going great. I am training, I'm just not completely sticking to the plan, but I am training and I am getting to on my feet, just not as much as I need. I'm struggling a lot with mornings, which probably isn't helping. Let me put it down here. But yeah, the training's not going great. I think it's a combination of, because I'm not getting up in the mornings, I'm not getting the sessions done, and then by the time I get back in the evenings I'm absolutely exhausted, which was the whole point for me getting up in the mornings anyway. So, yeah. And then there's just been a couple of months of life, chaos, anxiety, depression, stress, just the whole host really. Which I know isn't an excuse in my life, but yeah, I don't know. The training's not been great, I suppose. As I say, it has still been there, so I have still been doing the sessions and running. I have to listen out for Chris because he's got no idea what I'm doing. But it's just not great. So 10 weeks to go. Can I run a sub 5 marathon? We'll see. Hi! Anyone watching this will recognise that this is the third video that I have done in this outfit. YouTubers change tops, they change outfits and things. Quite frankly, can't be bothered. I'm tired. I'm coming in with a check-in for my secret project. It's not that far away. My running's been terrible. Actually, my running hasn't been terrible. My running's been alright. I've generally been, touch wood, mostly pain-free, which is good. I've had the occasional tweaks and things, which I always get. I always occasionally get problems with my ankles, my shins are always on go, my knees, my hip, all down the left leg. But yeah, the actual kind of workout side of things hasn't been great. I have done very little running, and very little strength work, and well, just very little fitness overall, quite frankly. It's a little bit daunting because we've got Seriously Brutal coming up in about 3-4 weeks. I know I can drag myself through that. I have done the calculations and I know I can physically drag myself through it. The marathon I'm training for, I can't, and I think this is starting to hit home now. There is a 5-hour cut-off time. There's a grace period of about 15 minutes at the end, but if you're still out on course after that time, that's it. You don't get the support, you don't get a medal at the end. That's it, your race is over, kind of thing. I want to finish it in under 5 hours. I don't really know what my plan is for that, quite frankly. I'm not really sure. I've hit a kind of a low dip because we had some news about a race that we were targeting next year that we've put a lot of effort into that's unfortunately not going ahead. We will, I don't know, maybe talk about it more on the channel at some point, but that's kind of sent me into a weird spiral thing. Yeah, which has kind of upset my training, which is not great because it is not long till race day at all. So I need to get that motivation back for training and put a plan in place. Now, this isn't the first time I've signed up for this marathon. This is actually the second. I had signed up for it before I don't know if I told people I was doing it then, but in the end I ended up going through so many injuries I had to try and cancel it. I don't want to pull out of this one because nobody knows I am doing this. I am the only one who knows I'm doing this. People know I am doing something on that particular date. Chris knows I'm doing something on that particular date. And as far as he's aware, once I've done my secret project, if it finishes in time and if it all goes ahead, then if he's still at the aid station for said marathon, I will go and meet him and then I'll go and help him hand out water bottles. So as far as he's aware, I'm doing something, or possibly doing something on that day or the following day, just to kind of try and make it difficult to kind of guess what I'm doing. And then I'm going to go and meet him at the water station. I'm hoping to have it all go to plan, to get some decent training in. I think the mission is to get 5 hours. My first marathon took me 7 hours 15. I did a lot of walking. It was a trail marathon that was actually longer than a marathon distance, and I sat and cried on a bench because I thought I've only got 1k to go and my watch actually read 2. So yeah, I sat and had a cry, and then someone just out for their Sunday run was like giving me motivational speeches, and it worked. Funnily enough, it did work. But yeah, that took me 7 hours 15 minutes. That's like 2 hours I need to knock off. But okay, this is going to be the thing that's hopefully going to help. I didn't do any training for my first ever marathon. I fueled it entirely on jelly babies and a couple of gels. Do not recommend it. The plan was every kilometre I would eat 2 jelly babies, so then it became a countdown as well. Jelly babies and a couple of gels is not enough fuel for a marathon, so I will definitely be ordering more. I'll probably be using a combination of Tailwind, the 33 fuel gels, which are really good, and Goo, because I like, although I know the 33 fuel ones are better for me and generally better for my gut health and stuff like that, I've never really had problems with that. But it changes it up and it gives me something kind of real to eat. I will also throw in bits of real food as well, so I'll be trialling and testing that over the next couple of weeks or so. So I will be fueling better, I'll be hopefully running better, and I'll have a better kind of system in place. Ideally what I need to be doing is hitting better times in order to do it. A better overall pace. I think I need like 6:45 as an average pace per kilometre to be able to do it in the time. So yes, I need to get back on it with the training. I think I'm scared because I'm fully committed and I don't want to back out of it. Don't really know how it's going to go though. So wish me luck, and I will check in again in a few weeks' time and let you know how things are going. This is really weird because then I need to put a timestamp over this for when this was recorded, because you're going to see all this like after I've actually done it. I don't know whether I'm going to release it on race day or the day after. I suppose it depends on if I actually make it there. Hello! It's 5 to 6 on Thursday evening. I can't remember the last video I did for any of this. I'm going running with a friend, so we've agreed that we are going to try and plan in running sessions like we used to. She wants to get back into running. I need the motivation to get running, so we're going to go out for a run the park, have fun, and enjoy. And I'm going to try and record more for the vlog. So I'm about 3 and a bit k's in. Recon mission's done. A couple of routes I can take. And now I'm just going through a beautiful place with really big houses and getting really jealous because they're so fucking expensive. So I've got 6.5 pack run and a bit. I've seen 2 squirrels and yeah, there's quite a decent amount of path actually, which is really good because I thought there wasn't going to be any. So yeah, let's go. So, secret vlog time. Chris still has no idea what I'm doing, and I'm really hoping I can do it. So, if all goes according to plan, I mean, even if my training doesn't go great, I'm still going to give it a good to go. So I should Chris. Here. So, every year Chris's Cycling Club does one of the water stations. This is where they are. So Chris knows I'm busy working on a secret project. And what I've said is it's either going to be the Saturday or the Sunday, or it's going to be both days. So then he just kind of throws me off the scent a bit. And then if it is on the Sunday, but if I finish in time, because it should be like super early in the morning, then if you're still down there, I'll like come and find you. So we reckon he'll be done about 2ish. So I said, well, if I'm done before that time, I'll come down, I'll whack a GoPro on my wrist, and then I can hand out some water to the competitors. So as far as he's aware, unless he's aware of what I'm doing, he's just not let on that he knows that he knows what I'm doing. So I don't know that he knows that. Anyway, so yeah, so that's the plan. So I should get at least one aid station. I'm going to try and attach a GoPro to me. I'll make up some excuse. And then I'm going to wear it, and I'm going to make sure that I record it when I come to that bit. So that, yeah, the only snag will be, and it shouldn't, the only snag will be is if he's anywhere near the start line when I start. He'll spot me, so I haven't thought about it. So yeah, so that's the plan. So hopefully he'll see me on that bit and go, what the fuck are you doing? But I keep laying it on really thick, and I'm like, oh, you know, I keep thinking about you, and you like kind of supporting the Aberdeen Marathon, and you know, I signed up for it ages ago, and it's just going to be too fast. And my last one was 7 hours. My last one was 7 hours, 15 minutes. So I said, maybe I'll commit and I'll do it next year. I'll put in a year's worth of training. So everyone I've spoken to, I've kind of layered that seed. So now I've just got to keep a secret between now and then, because now there is nothing I'm actually training for that is a marathon distance after this point. So now I need to find a new excuse, because we don't have Dragon, because it was going to be, you know, I still need to keep up the training and the long distances because we've got Dragon. I mean, we still have got Dragon. Sort of. More about that. That's my point. I might have let the cat out of the bag on that one. We'll see. Right, I actually need to go and run now. I'm 5k in, so I've got 5k left to go. It's taken me about 45 minutes, which is not great. That's an hour and a half for 10k. So that's currently 6 hours for a marathon. There has been a lot of stopping and walking there, and stopping. I need to go and run. So yeah, so fingers crossed, he should bump into me there, they're having the marathon, and then think, oh, for fuck's sake. Or he'll go, I knew you were doing that all along. We'll see. Must put this in the right vlog bit. So I'm about 8-ish K in, and I'm heading home because I've stacked it. I don't really know what I've done, if I've just misjudged the foot. I've completely shredded up my knee, one of my fingers, both of my hands, and ruined my leggings. So now I need to go shopping again. So this is going to hurt. Good morning. It is Sunday morning. It's the week after high school. So this time last week we originally should have been coming inside a hotel after Bootle. But instead we got it short, so we were actually getting up about this time and heading down for breakfast. Talking about the time, it's about 7 o'clock in the morning. So yeah, it's been a week since the race. Most of this week has been lots of recovery, lots of just keeping the legs moving. It took right up until Wednesday, Thursday for me to actually be able to walk downstairs properly, and even though it was still quite uncomfortable. I did go out for a run on Thursday night, less because I wanted to go, well, it's not that I didn't want to go for a run, because I do. Less for my legs, more for my head. So I ended up going for a short run, only about 3k, only about just half an hour, easy poodle. And I just went around the park with my friend. It was just a good chance to chat and just separate myself from the day, because the last 2 days were quite hard, really. Sorry, I keep yawning. I've not long got up. This week, wake up wise, has mostly been kind of lie-ins. I haven't had to wake up as early because of the tutor job I've been doing. So I've not been getting up as early. I've just kind of been recovering from a lot of tiredness that came on for the race and a lot of the soreness. But it's now Sunday morning, and I'm going to go for a run. I haven't decided what I'm going to do. The original plan was I wanted to go and do 10k, but I am on an hour about whether that's sensible. So rather than committing to a distance, I'm just going to go out and see how I feel, how it feels. I didn't think he took his gloves with him. So yeah, so where am I? We are 5 weeks out. I'll be honest, I don't think I'll be able to complete it. I'm not going to give up on it yet, just because I want to get a bit of a tester, and that's really, I want to oh god, I want a big long one. So what I'll probably do is get back to training next week, and next weekend I will do I don't know, some sort of testing, break it down, and yeah, just see what I can do and how far off I am from the distance. If I do a tester and I am miles off from hitting the time, I know full well within 4 weeks I'm not going to do it, so I will pull out and sign up for next year. If I'm close enough that I think I can do it, I will stick to it and give it a good go. I am very nervous. So it is 9:20. It is Wednesday, and I'm heading out. I look very smart in my get up today. For the particular job I'm on for the next couple of weeks, I have to look a bit more presentable, so that's what I'm doing. This is a bit of a check-in, really. So it's 4 weeks till my secret event, and I got to the end of last week and kind of realised that something would probably have to change. So after yesterday's run, I've come to the realisation that the secret mission I was targeting is not going to go ahead. You'll find out shortly after this what said secret mission was, because I am hoping to still go and see it happen, just without me attending. So if you haven't already paid attention to the beginning of the video, where you know what it is I'm doing and you've just kind of jumped in at this point, it's not going ahead. Where I am at the moment with my energy levels, my fitness levels, and my running capabilities, I am not in a position to complete the task I wanted to do. There's a lot of things I can go into and I can complete them comfortably. This, I'm not even gonna just get under the threshold. So I've parked it. I am gonna sit today and completely revamp my training, and for the next 4 to 6 weeks just focus on base. I'm not targeting races, I'm not targeting anything like that. I am just focusing on getting myself to a point where I can then look to increase and target. There's going to be a lot of strength work thrown in. I'm going to have to throw in some cycling for the troubles I'm having at the moment with my shins and ankle. So that, unfortunately, is the end of my secret event. Chris is still none the wiser from what I can gather what the secret event is, so this video will be brand new to him. And yeah, we had talked about the fact that I would go and target said event next year anyway, so that will still be the plan. It gives me a good 12 months. I've got a good 6 weeks to build the base again, and yeah, so secret mission unsuccessful, but that does not deter me. I'm still gonna smash it out at some point, but for now though, I'm going to wrap it up there. Hopefully bring you footage from the day of other people attempting, and I'm going to go make my way out to town looking, you know, like a bit of a kind of report everything. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.
I've seen a lot of change, been through a lot of pain. Some things are not the same as they were a year ago.
So it is race week. I have my number, which came through the post, for the Abingdon Marathon, and that is literally the only thing that gave it away to Chris what I was doing. He still, despite me having essentially had to accept the fact that I won't be able to do it, I still hadn't told him, just in case there was some glimmer of hope that I would be able to do it. And yeah, the envelope gave it away, because it does actually say on the front of the envelope it's for the Abingdon Marathon. But yeah, other than that, he told me that he had no idea, and it was just that gave it away, which is why he was quite keen to point out that I'd got a post that day. So yeah, I won't be going ahead with the race. I should be able to hopefully bring you some footage from it though. And the plan will be I'm going to be targeting it next year. Next year it won't be a surprise, mostly because in an attempt to make people think that the challenge I'm doing has nothing to do with the Abingdon Marathon, despite it falling on the same weekend, I've been saying to them, or what if I was to target the marathon next year, would that give me enough time to train, etc, etc. So yeah. So the big open plan really is I will be going in for the Abingdon Marathon next year. That means between now and then I've got a lot of work to do, training, which is fine because I've got a lot of training to do. Anyway, I've adjusted how my training plan's going, so I'm doing 3 weeks on, 1 week off. I'm currently finishing up the build-up, so I've got another 2 weeks of that, and then I'm going to hit 3 weeks of harder work, where I add in a longer run, so I go up to 4 sessions, and throw in some other sessions as well. But what I'll do is I'll maybe do a bit of a breakdown video of my training and how it's going after I've finished the 3rd work week as such, and then just kind of talk you through that. But yeah, so other than the footage that I bring from the actual marathon day, this pretty much wraps up the secret challenge, which, yeah, isn't great. So enjoy the footage. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to run where I live, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, as it really helps us out. And do make sure to check in with the channel so that you can keep up with the progress for everything we've got planned next year, which has pretty much already filled our calendar, and my attempt to complete one of the, I'm fairly certain it's the flattest and fastest marathon. Just 2 hours to knock off my marathon time. Back from the start of the Abingdon Marathon. I also managed to catch the runners at just before mile 5, so that was quite cool. And then a little bit further down from there I have parked up Elsa, mostly because I'm getting quite nervous on her now. But I did a good cycle up to Tilsley and then a cycle back, so hence the hat marks. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and get a coffee, and then I'm going to make my way down to the stop where Chris will be, and I'll go and get some footage there, and then I'll take a walk back, because the path that I'm going to go up and down, I will be able to kind of come across runners, so I'll be able to get plenty more footage. I've chatted to a few people who are the same as me. They were targeted in this year, didn't do it, so you know, fingers crossed, I might see them next year. So yeah, come and join the rest of the secret mission that never ended up coming to light, but I can still show you some footage anyway. So I'm on my way back from going and just supporting and cheering and stuff like that. I'm going to go pop on some tea and, well, get this video edited. So yeah, that was my secret race that didn't happen but should happen next year and won't be a secret. But I hope you enjoyed the footage. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to run, ride, live, and come and check out the rest of the stuff we do.